Thank you for your patience. We'll start taking questions now.
They know what they need tonight, a win in this game and a favourable result elsewhere to make it to the knockout stages. Stay with us on EA TV. Welcome on a wet night for all concerned. It's been raining cats and dogs here. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And what we've got coming up for you is group stage action from the Cup. Stuart, your expectations?
Well, Derek, they come here in good form. If they can put in another solid performance today, it should guarantee their qualification to the knockout stages.
Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him, Stuart?
Well, Derek, last time out, he was absolutely magnificent. Scored all those goals, and the defenders just couldn't cope with his movement. Every time he made a run in behind, he looked as though he was going to finish. And I'm sure it'll be the same again today.
The lineup then for the hosts.
Well, it's a 5-3-2 really, because both wing-backs are more defensively minded, which could leave the front two without any service from the wide areas. That could be a problem for them.
And here's the starting 11 for Salford City.
Well, this looks to be a really defensive lineup. They've certainly not come here to dominate possession, but if they defend with urgency, they're going to be difficult to break down, that's for sure.
And the match begins. Bring about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. Daniel Butterworth. Well, the attack fizzled out. And there it is, the final whistle. A really positive start on match day one. An away win, Stuart.
Well, you always want to get off to a good start, and that's exactly what they've done here. Now they can look forward to the next game. They're in a great position.
All eyes on one man in fantastic form and the top scorer in the league. Can he add to his tally today? Live on EA TV. And hello from the Kirkley Stadium here in West Yorkshire. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is live action from League One. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Well, the stats are there for all to see. The visiting side with the best defensive record in the league, and they do it with relish.
Well, their defensive game plan is second to none this season, and that comes down to the coach and his work on the training field. That doesn't happen by chance. This is planned, practiced and perfected on a daily basis.
And so the initial 11 for Huddersfield Town.
Well, it's a 5-3-2, which looks a little bit defensive to me. It certainly means they won't be able to press their opponents too high up the field. And again, that might be a problem for them.
And here's the starting 11 for Salford City.
Well, 5-4-1, it's certainly a defensive-looking lineup. A back five with four midfield players sitting in front of them. I'm not sure where the goal threat's going to come from today.
And the match is underway. Giving it a try. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
Well, there goes the final whistle, and it's all gone to plan for the visiting fans. 3 points for them.
Well, Derek, what a good performance that was. They did most things right, and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
The man to watch. On the back of a hat-trick, will he continue to excel? The action is live on EA TV. Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And we're ready to bring you live coverage of this League One fixture. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, Derek, what a performance it was for him last time out. Those 3 goals were absolutely outstanding. But it was his general performance that I admired, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of him today.
The lineup then for the hosts.
Well, when you see it like that, their central midfield players look a little bit isolated. But I'm expecting the 2 fullbacks to push up to make it more of a 3-4-3. And I think we'll see a lot of positional rotation in this starting 11.
And here's the starting 11 for Salford City.
Well, they're going to make themselves very hard to break down. In this formation, the only way you can play is on the back foot. Hopefully they try to counter-attack with pace and numbers. Otherwise, I can't see them scoring.
And so the match is underway. It just needs to remain icy cool. It's got to be. A goal! That's 2 for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, here it is again, and they've taken their goal well, but the defending was non-existent. That should never happen.
And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
Well, he often cuts the figure of a thinking person's footballer. And Stuart, he's thought his way throughout this match.
Well, that was a great performance. His understanding of how to find space was brilliant today. And, of course, he scored 2 really good goals.
On one man, he makes goal scoring look easy, as evidenced by his recent record. This is EA TV. Hello, it's great to be with you, and no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is live action from League One. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got 2 teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and 2 coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
And here's the starting 11 for Salford City.
Well, it looks like being a 5-4-1 with 5 at the back, 4 midfield players and a lone striker, which tells me they're going to be very compact, drop deep and then try and play on the counter. This should be interesting.
And introducing the visitors lineup today.
Well, in this 5-3-2, the 3 central midfield players will need to work hard today. They've got to make forward runs, cover the wide areas and be the creative spark. They'll be key today.
And this confrontation is underway.
Nicely. They've pulled one back and now trail by 1 with 85 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Well, we're picking him out for a reason. He's had a tremendous game in attack, Stuart.
Yeah, not much more you could ask for, really. Plenty of effort, a goal, and most importantly, the right result. He should be happy with today.
Our cameras on one man. Defenders can't seem to get near him. Will it be more of the same today? The action is next on EA TV. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and ready to provide expert analysis alongside me is Stuart Robson. And what we're concentrating on tonight is league phase action in the Europa League. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, thanks, Derek. The scene is set for a really good game tonight. We've got a great atmosphere inside this stadium. Let's hope the players perform.
The initial 11 today for the hosts.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 with two out-and-out wingers, but they do vary their movement. They give width, but they also make diagonal runs infield when the ball's on the opposite flank. Their performances will be key today.
And here's the starting 11 for Salford City.
Well, it's a solid system defensively, a back five and a midfield four, but it does leave their lone striker isolated. So it's important that they break forward quickly when they do regain possession.
And the match begins. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing, drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal!
Well, you won't see a better connection than this. Hit with such power. What a great goal!
And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Well, he put in a really thorough performance here, Stuart.
Well, what more could you ask for? His build-up play was clever, his movement was dynamic, and he scored a couple of goals. What a player he is.
The man to watch, in imperious form and the leading marksman in the league. Can he add to his total today on EA TV? Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, getting ready to bring you all the action, accompanied by my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And we're ready to bring you live coverage of this League One fixture. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
And here's the starting 11 for Salford City.
Well, 5-4-1, it's certainly a defensive-looking lineup. A back five with four midfield players sitting in front of them. I'm not sure where the goal threat's going to come from today.
This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, in this shape, if their wide players stay high up the pitch and get enough of the ball, it's a very attacking lineup. But if they drop too deep, they will then leave the centre-forward isolated, and it could be difficult for them.
And the game begins. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Hanlon. And there goes the final whistle, and the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, as I keep saying, if you make forward runs and you look to pass the ball forward and have players who can dribble past defenders, you're always going to carry a threat. And that's what they're doing at the moment. Their forward play was scintillating.
Two great sides going head-to-head in what's sure to be an exciting fixture. Join us for all the action coming up next.
A warm welcome to you and thanks for joining us for another game live on EA TV. I'm Guy Mowbray and I'll be joined for commentary by Sue Smith, the former England forward. And all the focus here is on the round of 16 of the Cup. It's Derby County and they face Salford City.
Yeah, we're starting to get into the main part of the competition now. Not many teams left and it's about staying focused, playing your game, and it's not long now till we find out who's going to be in the quarters.
Well, he's a player that many have been talking about. Will we be talking about him for the right reasons today, though?
Well, that sort of form speaks for itself, doesn't it? To score 3 goals in his last 3 matches, he must be full of confidence. All the best trying to keep him quiet.
This is the Derby County team.
Well, it's a 5-3-2 on paper, but it will shift to a 3-5-2 when they have the ball. The wing-backs are so important in this formation. They've got the responsibilities in both defending and attacking.
Here's how Salford City line up.
Well, it does look to be a 5-4-1, and I'd expect them to be defensively sound today. But when they break, they've got to do it at pace. They've got to commit the wing-backs forward and at least one midfielder to support the lone striker.
The ball is rolling. We're underway. Fantastic looking ball. And there it is. He's doubled up for the day.
Well, we can take another look at this again, and it all starts with the ball over the top, which gets them in behind. And it makes the striker's job relatively easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a really good goal.
And it's all over, but not for the visiting fans. They can look forward to seeing where the competition takes them next.
Well, they just looked in cruise control throughout. They dominated the game in all areas. They're certainly a team you wouldn't want to face in the next round.
Well, he has put in a truly magnificent performance today, nigh on unplayable. What are your thoughts, Sue?
Yeah, he caused them a lot of problems off the ball, closing them down and never giving them a minute in possession. On the ball, he was brave and showed quality with his goals.
One man the focus of attention. Scoring freely in recent games. Can anyone slow him down? The action is next on EA TV. And welcome on a rainy night. The heavens opened earlier and it just hasn't relented. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And every reason to believe this will be a thrilling contest in the Europa League. It is a league phase confrontation. Stuart, what are you expecting?
Well, in front of their own fans, if everything goes well, they should clinch a playoff spot here today. I've got to say, the atmosphere is really building up now.
And here's the starting 11 for Salford City.
Well, it's a 5-4-1, and on paper it looks very defensive, but they have got players that can break forward quickly and cause problems. It's just a case of how often they can get enough players into attacking areas. That's going to be key.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, they're starting with an attacking 4-5-1 formation with 3 players in advance of 2 holding midfielders. But it's important that the wide players come in field to join the centre forward at the right time.
And the match begins. Stoppage time coming up. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances, we saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
The man to watch. 4 goals in 3 games, you can't argue with that. The action is live, next. Always a great privilege to be here on the South Coast, in particular at Fratton Park. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And coming up for you very shortly, live action from League One. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
And this is the starting 11 for Portsmouth.
Well, I think they have a nice balance to their team. A solid back 4, 2 holding midfielders, 3 creative players in advance of them, and a mobile centre forward. It's a good team.
And here's the starting 11 for Salford City.
Well, it looks as though they're going to go with a 5-4-1. But the wing-backs will get forward when they can, and the two wide midfield players will join the striker, which would then make it a 3-4-3.
And now they get the ball rolling. Which time here? Mopson. It's with Josh Murphy. On to Lang. Now with Mopson. And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, as I keep saying, if you make forward runs and you look to pass the ball forward and have players who can dribble past defenders, you're always going to carry a threat. And that's what they're doing at the moment. Their forward play was scintillating.